I always struggled with cardio and I could never find something that I really like. I tried the running, I tried the stationary bike. The excitement of something new like a jump rope, I was like, haven't done it in a long time. It would get me moving at least. I think when most people think of jump rope, you think of the basic jumps. You're just like, yeah, you're jumping over a rope. That's what it is. I thought like, okay, I'm just going to jump rope for like 10 minutes. And then I realized that you could do so much more than that. When you first watch it, you're like, how is that even like physically possible? Like, this is crazy. I didn't know that you could do so many things aside from just like the basic jump. Really, the main tool is the jump rope. That's like the most important one. Within that, though, there's different types of rope. So like choosing the one that will be best suited for what kind of jumping you want to do. There's different weights too, and those actually make a difference. A lot of us sometimes wear like baseball caps because it actually can protect your face, depending on what types of tricks you're doing. It's sun protection, but it's also protection for your face. A mat, if you want one, is another tool, just because if I was jumping on like asphalt or something, I wanted to protect my rope and also, maybe the impact that I was making on my feet when I would jump. With any exercise, the number one thing is having good form. So initially when I picked up the rope, I think I was trying to just like go fast and jump for as long as I could, just kind of basic bounces. But with something like jump roping, it's always recommended to start small. It's tricks, it's like skills. Something that I used a lot in the beginning was this thing that was called Trictionary. It was like a trick dictionary for jump rope, like bounces or like double unders. So having videos to watch and even just like slowing those down and just trying to like figure out like, okay, what's actually the best way to do this trick.
Cool, that's good.
Typically when I go into it, I might have a trick or two that I'm working on that I want to practice, but a lot of it is very free form, like improvised. I'll just go out there and I'll take my ropes and I'll start jumping and I'll kind of do whatever is feeling good to me that day. Maybe work on some tricks that I've been trying to learn or I'm trying to brush up on, and that could be 30 minutes, it could be 60 minutes. It really just depends. Every time I go out and jump, sometimes I feel different. I think the great thing about it too is that it's a full body exercise. Like I think people might think like, oh, it's more in your legs because you're physically jumping off the ground, or it's more in your arms because you're having to move your arms to get the rope to go over and under. But really, like even especially for things like where you're jumping on one leg, you have to use your core a lot. It's like a great full body exercise. That's what I really love about it. Everybody does have a different style. So for me, I really like to do like the leg crosses, and that's what I gravitated towards. I like releases because they're a lot of fun. But there's just like endless things. You can do turns, you can go backward, you change directions, all these types of crazy things. And some people have a much more like dance style. They sort of incorporate the rope into, jumping, but also in a way that's like choreographed dance and movement in that way. It's very in sync with a song that people pick. Just like exploring those and seeing what you like the most. I think it's good to always be learning new things. Don't limit yourself to just one particular trick. What you can do with those to turn them into a sequence or try it in a new way or something. It's just like endless. Starting jump rope, I was obviously afraid to be bad at it. I was like, what if I'm just not good at it? And I think that's probably something that maybe makes a lot of people hesitant, or even just, the physical nature of it. But really, it's just, you just try it. Maybe it's harder for you to actually jump, but you could do rope flow because you could just work on mobility and things like that. Sometimes the sessions aren't so great. I just feel like I'm not feeling it. I'm messing up a lot, which, it's normal. It's okay to mess up. If I've been going at it for a while, and even if I want to keep going, I know that I'm going to be way too sore tomorrow, even though right now I feel okay, I'll also probably just stop there. I think the jump rope community is probably one of like the most supportive communities I've experienced. I meet a lot of people online because there's a huge presence online, not just people who are local to you, but I've talked to people in other countries. And there's so many people who jump all over the world that like anywhere you go, you can meet up with somebody and you can make a new friend and you can share your love for jump rope together. When we first started our LA meetups, it was a smaller group of us, and it's grown to people actually come from other states. Like, we're all really excited to see each other, and these are people who, you know, reflecting on it now, I've known for like several years now. Like, they were complete strangers, and now I can say that a lot of them are friends because we see each other every so often for jump rope meets. We're talking online together. It made something that was in the past a chore for me into something that I actually looked forward to and that I was excited about. Being able to share that with other people, being involved in it, it's like something I'm really proud of because it's benefited me so much. There's so much you can learn, and I mean, you might hit a wall with, you know, I'm not sure what to learn next, or I feel like I'm doing the same things, but there's just so much out there, and there's always new people you can meet. So in that way, it's incredibly impactful and in a positive way.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to discover more hobbies and visit notjustahobby.com to learn more.